welcome back to my channel. I am going to talk today about how to pick a product that is good for dark spots. Not getting into any specific giant product reviews, just talking about the ingredients that are in products that battle against dark spots and how you can pick a good one. That's basically it. I'm Brooke. I'm a registered nurse and self-proclaimed skincare junkie. I like to use my nursing background to find the best skincare ingredients to reach my skincare goals, which have been fade dark spots, anti-aging. If you've watched my other videos, some bit of a breakout sesh here and there, but basically just overall trying to make my skin look better as the years go on here. So today we're going to talk about dark spots, which I had no idea there was like so much to dark spots. Okay, so before we dive into the two products that I'm going to talk about, first I want to explain what are dark spots exactly. So dark spots live in the epidermis. The epidermis is the outermost layer of your skin, this right here, okay? Right on top there, the thing you touch and everything. Right under that, you're going to find the dermis. The dermis is where the wrinkles live. The wrinkles that get real down deep in there, those really heavy set wrinkles, they are all in the dermis. So that's not quite what we're getting into. What we want to know is how to get rid of the dark spots, which are right on top of the skin. So the biggest and best ingredient for this, arguably, is vitamin C. Studies have shown that topical vitamin C, that means vitamin C that you put on top of your face, can actually penetrate the epidermis, get in there, fight those dark spots, and fully start to fade them over time. Now, what you want to know is what's that vitamin C combined with, because that's really going to matter on how well it actually penetrates the epidermis. The best studies have shown that vitamin C with vitamin E and ferulic acid do the absolute best job of penetrating the epidermis to get in there. So what causes dark spots in the first place? UV damage. UV damage, that is like the biggest thing. You cannot make sunscreen optional. It is absolute, don't care where you live, you gotta wear sunscreen. Especially if you are getting into skincare and you're starting to use retinols, vitamin C serum, AHAs, BHAs, I don't know why I can't say that. All of those things make your skin even more sensitive to the damage from UV rays. So you absolutely have to be wearing sunscreen. And the reason that it causes a dark spot is because the skin cells have something in them called tyrosinase, which is an enzyme. And UV rays like hit tyrosinase and supercharge it with UV, and it gets all radiated, and then it gets too much UV radiation and starts overproducing melanin. Melanin is what gives its skin its color. So a dark spot is literally tyrosinase, like supercharged enzyme released skin cells that are creating way too much melanin. So you need a product that is going to stop the overproduction of melanin. That is like your number one goal if your skincare goal is to get rid of dark spots. Overproduction of melanin, that is your enemy. So you need anything that calls itself a tyrosinase inhibitor. Biggest ones, like I mentioned, vitamin C. Also, other really great ones that cause just so many wonderful things. If you've seen my other videos, you know how much I love retinol. Of course, everybody loves retinol once you start using it. Retinol, best thing ever. Gotta use the retinols. Also, AHAs are lactic acid, which are glycolic and lactic acid are like the two big ones. AHAs also cause cell turnover in a similar fashion, I guess, which can help fade dark spots over time as well. So you definitely need things that are cell turnover, tyrosinase inhibitors, and those are some really great, very popular products. There's also masks like the BHA peeling mask, which really great for cell turnover as well. And then over time, you're gonna see a real difference in those dark spots. A lot of people want to know why you can't take vitamin C or eat a bunch of vitamin C and get the same effects. I will tell you why. I will tell you why. When you take vitamin C, when you ingest it into your bloodstream, it floats around in your blood, right? Floating around in your blood, touching the skin, but it's on the other side of the epidermis. It doesn't get all the way through. So yes, the bloodstream will, get your skin completely nourished and hydrated, but when it touches the dermis, it does not send the vitamin C molecule in the direction it needs to go, which is the outermost layer of your skin. So it doesn't penetrate, doesn't get that far. That is why you need a topical product. So that is what the studies have shown. They've done like research where one group takes a whole bunch of it and the other group just does topicals, and it's always the topicals that does better. So hands down, you cannot just ingest vitamin C. You heard it here first. Definitely not first, but you know what I mean. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind when you're buying a vitamin C serum, there are so many, firstly, is number one, concentration. It will irritate. One product that I love because I use acids is Timeless, because they've got a 20% vitamin C. 20%, even with my skin, if I'm out in the sun a lot, even though I use sunscreen, or using retinols, or using my AHAs, BHAs, it can irritate. It can actually cause some dry flakies, which I don't really mind because I chemically exfoliate. I actually kind of like it. But point is, if you're brand new to vitamin C serum, I would not start off with 20%. I would go easy. There are tons of them out there. I would go easy. And keep in mind, it needs to be shelf stable, either through sticking it in the fridge, through having enough preservatives in it. Yes, preservatives are okay in skincare. The experts have weighed in. As you have to have a product that's shelf stable. If it is not shelf stable, you will get oxidation. Oxidation makes it turn brown. It can be a little stinky, and it's garbage at that point. There's some arguments about things that can reverse oxidation. I say it's garbage, throw it out, buy something else. Okay, so you need a shelf-stable vitamin C, and if you can mix your vitamin C with vitamin E and ferulic acid, that studies have shown actually does the best job. They all kind of work together to be to get penetrate into that dark spot the best way, get right in there with the epidermis, and they all kind of boost each other up and make themselves work even better. So you definitely want to get the trifecta there. If you can't find one with the ferulic, just go for the vitamin C and E, because there's enough studies that show that those two are also great and work really well together. So that is what you're looking for. Now, I mentioned Timeless. Now, I really like this product. I keep it in the fridge. You do not need a skincare fridge. That is like so stupid. Don't buy a skincare fridge unless you're like a total junkie and have a million things that need to be refrigerated, and like you gotta have room for your food too. Okay, I get that. But I just keep it in my regular fridge door, and I use it on alternating days with my retinol. So I'll use I love right now anyway, The Ordinary's 2% Grand Active Retinoid. I use that, and then the next night I will use this, and I will go back and forth and back and forth. And that is how I do my vitamin C and retinol, so that I don't overdo it. You definitely do not want to, at least I've never tried this, and I don't recommend using this on the same exact night that you use a retinol. There are some arguments that you can let your retinol soak in and then put this on top of it, or vice versa. I am too chicken to actually try that. So if you've done that, feel free to let me know all about it, because I would like to know what people really think, but I'm not going to do that. So anywho, you want to definitely, at least in the beginning, be alternating your days to get the max benefits for both. I don't wear this during the day, again, because of the UV, the effects that you're going to get from the sun. And I will tell you that it's got this really cool vacuum thing. This helps keep it shelf stable. And when you squeeze it out, it is like super liquidy. It's like water. And then you gotta like throw it on. It has like kind of a funny little smell, which now I've grown to love, but at first I was a little turned off. But it's definitely not oxidized, because it smells like that, like straight off the bat. And the color is perfect. It's like clear, no oxidizing nudist. That is Timeless. And like I said, it is a little bit strong if you've never tried vitamin C serum. That's what I think anyway. And then the other one that I do not really love, but I'm going to mention it because, you know, it's from one of my favorite brands, The Ordinary, is this ascorbic acid 8% and alpha arbutin. I want to love this product. I should love this product, but I do not love this product. It made me break out. It feels really oily. It even made me blotch at work, and this other nurse is all like, look at your neck, and it was disgusting. I had to go wash it off. It was gross. Okay. I don't love this stuff, and I need to find another use for it because I hate wasting, and I don't want to give it away because I don't like the product. Okay. So I'll find some, maybe the back of my hands or something. I don't know, but it definitely made me break out. I didn't love it at all, but what's great about it is it's the ascorbic acid, and it also has alpha arbutin, which studies have shown is a really great skin brightener. So brightener along with the vitamin C, which really targets the dark spot on the epidermis, it all makes sense. But for some reason, my skin does not like that. So I don't know. Have you had a similar reaction? I'm wondering if anybody else has had this, or maybe it's just me. I don't know. But it was definitely this, because I eliminated other things and it still did it. So definitely that. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it with how to get rid of dark spots. So to recap, you want to look for vitamin C serums, especially with vitamin E and ferulic acid. If you can't find all three that you like, then do vitamin C and vitamin E. There's about 1 million vitamin C serums out there. Best to keep them in the fridge, or at least get one with like a good amount of shelf-stable like preservatives in there. Also, you want to always wear a sunscreen, 100%, no matter what. Put on the darn sunscreen. Really doesn't matter what sunscreen. As Dr. Lee said one time in a video, the best sunscreen is the sunscreen that you will wear. And I fully agree with that statement. But sunscreens is like a whole can of worms. That will be in a different video for sure. So yeah, those are the highlights there. And I encourage you to go out and find yourself a really great vitamin C. Timeless is wonderful, as long as I think it's not for beginners, as long as you've been using some vitamin C's. And there you go. That's what I got. Thanks. See you soon. If you like this sort of thing and you want to learn more, you know what to do. Hit subscribe.